and welcome to Tech 24 with me, Annelise Borges. Coming up, the fourth generation of wireless technology is a hot topic at the moment, but what exactly does it mean? And what impact will it have on our lives? In today's show, we talk 4G. And in Test 24, we'll show you how to make calls and check text messages and emails without using your phone. Stay tuned for our review of Vuzix's smart glasses. But before we get to those stories, here are the figures for an industry that is doing well for the first time in years, thanks to online sales. Good news that is music to the ears of the music industry.
For the first time in nearly 15 years, the worldwide music market rebounded in 2012 with a growth of 0.3%, largely based upon online music sales. With $5.6 billion in revenue, digital music now compensates the decline in physical format sales, which fell 2%. Subscription services like Spotify or Deezer experienced the fastest growth in digital, with a gain of 44% of paying subscribers. But download stores like iTunes still represent most of the digital market.
4G was one of the hot topics at Barcelona's Mobile World Congress last week. And fourth generation of wireless technology is slowly rolling out across Europe. Mark Edwards tells us a little bit more about what 4G actually means.
For average consumers, 3G and 4G are two of the most mysterious terms in the mobile technology dictionary. So what exactly is 1G, let alone four of them? A G is a generation of wireless technology. Each generation offers significantly faster internet access than the previous generation. So in layman's terms, 4G or fourth generation is mostly about internet speeds. 4G will provide users with much faster data speeds than 3G is able to. Simply put, this enables 4G phones and tablets to stream video and play online games like never before. Why? Well, largely because 4G has been designed primarily as a data network rather than a voice one. So basically a bigger and more efficient pipeline which carries information around.
The speed of it means that you can keep your kind of music, your movies, your pictures and all the rest of it in the cloud, so you access it remotely. Now you can do that at the moment actually everywhere anyway, but the reason it doesn't really work is because of the amount of time and the amount of data which you have to pay for a lot of the time, but it takes to shift it from the cloud to your device. The speed is no problem at all, and hopefully the price isn't a problem. That means you kind of cease to need as much storage on the phone.
Better, faster, stronger, 4G is the way of the future. Or at least the near future, until 5G rolls into town.
And I'm now joined by Mark Edwards. Mark, 4G promises super fast mobile broadband with speeds of up to 100 megabytes per second. But how much of a quality difference is there? Can we actually notice the difference?
I think you will be able to see the difference. Sure, in terms really of speed, that's the main thing. I mean, those speeds, the 100 megabytes per second, real life use we'll never get up to that amount. But in terms of speedy downloading and uploading, and that's where the differences will be felt. These days, you can't really make a phone call, a video call with Skype or any of those other phone call systems on the go, with somebody on the go, and that is something that you will be able to do.
Speaking at the Barcelona's Mobile World Congress, the chief executive of KT Corp, South Korea's biggest mobile network, said 4G is a blessing for customers, but a curse for operators. Are businesses ready to switch?
I think businesses are ready, but the contracts are going to be huge. And ultimately, are you going to want to have your executives able to upload or download information very fast when really you want them to be in communication, so able to receive and send emails is the main thing. Now, looking on the operator side, there's more of an issue there, where here we're all about 4G. Is there going to be much demand? There is going to be a lot of demand for 4G, I think personally. But as I said, we should look at South Korea, where huge demand, but customers aren't willing to pay the high prices necessary. And the top two telephone operators in South Korea, 18 months after launching 4G services, still haven't recouped the money that they put out in the first place. So be careful for what you wish for.
All right, thanks for that, Mark. We'll move on now, because it's time for Test 24. keeping an eye on your phone at all times wherever you go. Vuzix Smart Glasses M100 is the world's first enhanced hands-free smartphone display and won the Innovation Award at the CES 2013. It allows you to make calls, check text messages and emails, and watch videos without ever having to reach for your phone. Mark, you tested it. What did you think?
Well, Alice, to be honest, I've always wanted to look like sort of Steven Seagal or someone from Universal Soldier. Look at that.
Oh, that is nice.
I think it's a good device in terms of the image is very clear. Your eye doesn't get taken away too much.
Can you see you?
Can you see? There I am. I'm back here. You're able to see quite clearly. It takes some getting used to, but the boom here is adjustable, so each person will be able to find the right height and the way to use it. I think. Right now, it's at a very prototype phase, so a lot of the apps right now are not able to be used, and they're not designed specifically for the very small screen. So,
what is its strongest feature?
For me, it's the ability to record everything that you're seeing. You know, real life usage. It could be for a referee on a football pitch would be able to replay something he's just seen or see different angles, you know, and relay exactly what he's been seeing from the fourth line official, or a doctor who wants to record a certain event, or a surgeon and that sort of thing. That's what I really enjoyed. It's a clear image, but it does take a lot of getting used to, I find, because you kind of can look a bit dead-eyed if you're, you know, looking directly at the camera, looking here. I think it probably makes me look slightly moronic. So that's one of the issues.
And they're still in development, but the company says they will be ready to go this summer and will be priced under $500. If Vuzix meets this deadline, it will beat Google's Glass project. Is Vuzix like a legitimate threat to Google?
I think it could be a threat. The two things you said are really the main selling points. Price. It's technically should be a third cheaper than Google Glasses, and that's a huge difference. And the second thing is, it'll be available before the Google Glasses, so therefore they are looking at having, you know, I think a small niche market. They're not going to be able to compete with Google in terms of the firepower they've got, the amount of people they've got working on the system. And I think right now it's a prototype. It's not that beautiful to look at.
And what about the scores?
Design appearance, 4 out of 10. I think they could do a lot better, but they're going to be working on the prototype anyway. Ease of use, 6 out of 10. It was relatively easy to use and easy to look into. Value for money as well, a solid 6 out of 10. It's expensive, but not for the thing that you're getting.
All right. Thanks for that, Mark, and thank you for watching this edition of Tech24. We leave you today with a message from will.i.am, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg on why you should learn how to code. Stay tuned. I'll see you next week.
Here we are, 2013. We all depend on technology to communicate, to bank, and none of us know how to read and write code.
The first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color? Or how old are you?
I wrote a program to play tic-tac-toe.
I first learned how to make a green circle and a red square appear on the screen.
You're just trying to make something, trying to transfer something from your mind to the computer or to a tablet. It's an experience.
The whole limit in the system is just that there just aren't enough people who are trained and have these skills today.
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You know, you're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
Great coders are today's rock stars. That's it.